Hi guys, just a quick video on one way I am giving my parrots a special Friday today. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back or onto my back as the bird may go. Welcome back if you are a subscriber, if you're a regular. Thank you for being here either way, and let's get to it. So, first of all, this is Bonnie Rose. She is a doll. She's a golden conure, also known as a Queen of Bavaria, one of the best species ever. Very sweet, very loving, super affectionate. So, let's get to it though. How am I giving my parrots a special day today? Well, the thing is, for me, diet is super duper important. Actually, I'm going to tell you really quickly, I'm like a really big believer in diet, so much so that I think it makes all the difference in your parrot's behavior and health, and in that sense, well-being. Yours too, of course. But I'm going to give you a really quick example of that. Here, bite the hair clip, not my earring. Here, bite the hair clip. My cat, who we gave cat food to for 9 years, this summer was diagnosed as diabetic. And we're like, oh my, okay. And so, we did everything we had to do. He got this little disc right on his skin so that we could scan it with our phones, monitor his blood sugar, decide how much insulin he should get twice a day. Worked with the vet, and 3 grueling weeks later, we came to like a decision, how many cc's twice a day. But then I was like, I don't know, something about this just isn't working for me. And my husband researched and found out that one of the problems is a cat's diet. Their cat food, especially I think the dry food, can have carbs in it. And the problem is cats are meat eaters. They're supposed to have meat. And while meat will have a little bit of enough to spike a little blood sugar, it's not like the carbohydrates that really can spike their blood sugar. So we learned on YouTube that we could switch our cat's diet, give him a grain-free, meat-based diet, and possibly go off of the insulin. And my cat has been off the insulin for 5, actually I think it's 6 days now. We're going on a week. So it's so phenomenal to not have to give him the insulin. Maybe his body will run out of insulin. Maybe things will change. But right now, he's at a really good place. When you're diabetic, you drink a lot and you pee a lot. And he was starting to pee everywhere, which is like a sign of a diabetic cat. That's not happening anymore. And he's doing better. His fur got nice and soft. It's like he's just looking more healthy and vibrant. And so I really believe that the same is true for you and your parrots. So one of the things that I do with my parrots is I try to vary their food all of the time, but I also try to vary it according to the season. Right now, it's summer, it's the end of summer, and so one of the things that happens is during the summer, things get dried out, and so there's going to be like no seeds, and things just change, like the food that's available to them changes. So for example, I believe in sprouts. I think they're really healthy. I mean, it's like every expert I've ever heard of says sprouts are good for your parrot. But right now there are no sprouts because in nature nothing would be sprouting. So there's no sprouts for my parrots, and I've pretty much withdrawn seeds even from my little tykes, like my parrotlets, who normally should have some seeds in their diet. And I'm doing that again because of the season. But for a special treat today, I got them some millet. Now, the nice thing about millet when it's on a sprig is it counts as enrichment because they have to go and pick at it and they play with it. It's more hands-on for them. This millet is not on the sprig, so it's just like, actually you could, I don't know if you'd have to cook it. I suppose you could cook it like oatmeal. I don't think you could just pour milk on it and like put some honey on it and have it like a cereal, because I think it'd be too crunchy. I'm not sure, because the only time I've tried it, I've cooked it. Are you eating my ring? Please don't eat my ring. Please don't eat my ring, pretty thing. Yes, you're such a pretty thing. Yes, I love you. You're such a sweet thing. But I did get some millet for them, and for a special treat today, I gave them some millet. It just looks like, it almost looks like sand, because it's just these little grains of millet. They love it. I think that just about every one of my parrots likes millet. Now, millet is interesting because some experts say you shouldn't give too much. It's like junk food. When I've researched millet, it seems like a lot of the world eats millet. It's a very nutritious grain. So I kind of get contradictory information, and frankly, I'm at a loss, because my experts are saying, one of my experts says it's used for weight loss, and I'm just like, I don't know, nothing's quite sitting right with me. It seems like if a lot of the world is eating it, I don't know, but everything in moderation seems like it's perfectly fine, and millet is supposed to have calcium in it and a lot of other good things in it. So, I don't know, and as a treat, it's a treat. So, actually, I'm going to put Bonnie back in her cage soon, so that she can take an afternoon rest, and I have some millet in there for her, so I'll see if she eats it. She really is a nut eater, and so along with her pellets, she gets nuts, and she really likes her nuts. I'm not sure if she'll go for the millet as much, but I gave some millet to my yellow-napped Amazon Lorenza, and she just like is smitten. She's just kind of happily, eating away at it, and she just kind of got quiet. She almost sings to herself. It's like she's all excited. It's really cute. I gave some to some of my parrotlets, and they're just so cute and so sweet. I decided to put it on a big wide bowl because I have, is it 6 or 8 parrotlets in a small, large cage, and so I didn't want them to fight. I actually have like 3 pellet feed stations for them, so I probably have 6, because then two and two can go, and that way I don't have any problems. Like, I don't want there to be any territory problems, like this is my food, there's a shortage of food. So instead I have all these feeding stations. So I was like, I don't want to put 3 things of millet in. I think what I'll do is I'll just put a big wide bowl in, and I put this big bowl in. It's not high, so that's perfect for them to either reach in or get in, and I don't know, it's like so satisfying to me to see them go in, and they're all happy, and they're all like, ooh, millet. But it also really gives me a great chance to observe my birds, especially in a case like the parrotlets, because I can see, it's like, is everyone comfortable coming and eating, or are some more timid? And I definitely saw that I have some that are more comfortable, some that are less comfortable, and that's good to know, because then I know who to keep my eye on. I want to make sure that they have, like I said, like one of those pellet stations, and I've checked that in the past, and they do, and they, it's kind of like, this is our food, that's your food, and that one over there is your food. Everyone go to their own food, leave my food alone. And that's fine, so I just make sure that everyone does have access to food. Things like the pellet, or the millet, I would like for everyone to have access, but there is going to be always some hierarchy. There's always like someone more in charge, there's always someone less in charge, and I'm not going to change the natural order of things. So if everyone has their own food, I'm happy. If everyone doesn't necessarily feel comfortable going to the tree, I'm not thrilled, but it is sort of the way nature is, and as long as everyone is thriving in the sense that they're eating, there's no fighting, they have their buddy, then I'm good. So there's a lot more to see, and sometimes I just sit and I just watch some of my parrots, and I love doing that. It's fun, they're cute, it's neat to see what they do, it's kind of neat to see how they engage with other parrots, and it just, it's just fun for me. You watch them preen their feathers, right, sweetie pie? Yes. So that is what I did for a treat for my parrots today. It's Friday, so it's like, oh, let's have a special Friday. If you have any questions about parrots, please be sure to comment below. Thank you for watching, and make sure that you subscribe, and make sure that you hit the preference so that YouTube lets you know the next time we publish a video, which will be tomorrow. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you tomorrow.